Hi everybody, this is an expert division specific playthrough video for the Golden Week 9 Hole Cup here on the channel. We're playing Namhay Cliffs. Please hit thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed as well. Now remember, all of the shots here from previous tournaments, so they are pertaining to the win strengths up in expert only, designed to give those players in those divisions some more division specific support. And these are old replays, so remember they are before the ball attribute levels change. Timestamps in the description down below, and remember to tweak according to your wind angles as well as your club's balls and play style. Remember to keep checking the channel homepage for other content as well. Good luck, here we go.
I'm using a luminary here, but you can only use a luminary if you have low wind, kind of 7.5 and lower, because otherwise you may not make it onto the island. So if you do not get low wind with a luminary, go to a Ryder Cup Europe or USA ball, power 5, wind 4. Start at top of plus 27 yards, a little bit of the red ring in the rough here with APOC 7. APOC 5 or 6 will be half of the red ring in the rough. 5.8 top spin and 2 right spin, so it is fine with a APOC 5 plus. Then we adjust max plus 10, and we want one more ring of overpower than we adjust into. Obviously lower winds is going to be a little bit less overpower than this, and half wall curl to the right. Do try and get a perfect ball away. Minor great right will be fine, great left you may be in trouble, but we want to clip the rough and roll out to before the fringe, which we do very nicely here, around 360 yards. And now you see this is from a different opponent here, but this is where I did use the wind 4 ball to test that. Play Endbringer School here. It's going to be around 65% slider, but it will vary depending on your drive, so always measure yourself. Make sure the ball guide is going through the hole. This is because we have headwind, and look around there, you could see a couple of dead bounces. So if you do find that anywhere near your landing position, just put a tick of side spin on and try and get round a glitch area. So be prepared for that, there are dead spots on the green. Standard Endbringer School, 20% power 5 settings, and perfect ball here is going to drop very, very nicely right at the pin.
Good chance here. There's a little funnel on the green. We're going to try and find it with our Grizzly. We're going with 2 bars of backspin and 0.9 bars of right spin here with the Kingmaker. This is a no move target shot, so when the shot loads, that is where our aim is going to be. So we just add spin according to wind angle, and then of course adjust and take our shot. So spin as shown. Obviously you will need wind angle tweaks in tournament play, so take a token or two here. Adjustment here is mid-distance with 20% elevation, power 6 numbers, and you will use Grizzly 9 numbers regardless of your club level. Nice little channel on the green here, if you can find it, centering the ball, hitting perfect there, and we're going to bounce over the bunker. Take care when adjusting though, you can't zoom in much here, but we're dropping this one nicely for the hole-in-one.
Using a luminary. I'm going to start with the quarterback, a white ring touching the rough on the left at the top of plus 15. Then we're going to switch to APOC and Guardian. 6.5 top spin, 1 left spin. So APOC 6 plus with this one. APOC 5 is going to struggle, and you will need max overpower to have any chance of getting over on the second shot. So really only recommended with APOC 6 plus because the top spin will help. 6.5 top spin, 1 left spin, adjust max plus 10 once we've done our club switch, and then we're going to go max overpower. It will be a nice steady needle, so easy to hit perfect on this one. No curl, and we're looking here for a drive distance of around 360 yards. Anything over that is a real bonus. Sometimes you're going to get this little extra roll that we do here, but sometimes it may just stay to around 358, 360, but you're still going to be fine for the second shot. I'm going with the Guardian here, and I'm going to play here with 7 backspin, 2 left spin. Add spins, and then we want to make sure that the first bounce is nicely over the rough, and the second bounce here you'll need to set up with the second bounce about 1 more square on the green. So I would set up about a ring further on from this. Then we are going to adjust max plus 10 power 5, and then look if we adjust into overpower. If we do adjust into overpower, then I would apply 1 ring more than you adjust into. Also, if the adjustment takes you off the edge of the cliff, add some overpower on to compensate, because you will lose distance. Better to go with slightly more overpower than slightly not enough, just to make sure you are going to bounce very nicely. Backspin will grab, and we're just left with an easy putt to secure the eagle on this one. Goliath rough bump, power 1 plus, wind 5, and we need 2 bars of side spin here. Looking at the ring placement, yellow ring touching the sand, with the Goliath level 9 just into plus 3 yards. Then we're going 2.8 top spin and 2 bars side spin to the right. If you're using Goliath 7 or 8, you'll have 5% of the yellow ring into the bunker due to different accuracy. Then we are going to adjust with a small 1201 pull, max plus 20, power 1 settings, and we adjust over the bullseye. Gives us a nice clear edge of the ring to adjust to, and once we've done that, we take our shot, hitting perfect, and this will bounce beautifully into the rough and then roll very nicely into the pin. Great left may be trouble here, but great right should still be safe. Here's the landing position. APOC 5 plus, stretch out and have the bullseye aiming at the middle of that small fairway pad. We're going aggressive, but we're going cheap with a Titan. 2.5 backspin, 1.5 side spin to the right. Once you've found your position, let the target fall back to max rest. And then we adjust max plus 10, power 3. Be careful on the adjust here, the bushes will be in the way, so you may need to zoom out, but adjust as accurately as possible. Been testing this shot in all of the wind strengths with the Titan, and it works beautifully every time. No need to push up because we want a really slow needle with max overpower, no curl. Perfect ball away will bounce beautifully on this little pad. There we go. And then the backspin will grab and will leave us a very nice makeable wedge for the eagle. We'll talk you through that one now as well. Going to be Endbringer School, but we're going to be playing 15% elevation here rather than 20. So 15% Endbringer School, power 3. And as usual, we check our slider distance and then go with the no spin method. Ball guide to the pin. Make our adjustment. So APOC 5 plus is going to be absolutely fine on this one, and usually the wedges here are going to be around 60 to 65, maybe 70% on the slider, but obviously always measure yourself. Perfect ball, and we're dropping this very nicely with an eagle with our Titan. Going with the Thor ball here. And with APOC 7, max rest with the power 5 ball, blue ring touching the rough. This will be okay with APOC 6 plus. Then we're going max top spin plus 2 top spin boost and half a bar of left spin. Once you've added your spins, the ball guide will be pointing at the pin. Then we're going to adjust max plus 5, power 5 settings. Then overpower as needed depending on wind. Anything above 13, no overpower. Between 12 and 13, 5 clicks of OP, so the ball's going to be touching the bottom teeth. And then 11 to 12 miles an hour in wind, I would go with half a ring of overpower. Perfect ball away, great left and minor great right obviously should be fine here. And we get a nice roll onto the green for an easy putt for our albatross. If you do stop just short of the green, I've been dropping Endbringer here. Endbringer School, no spin, plus 20%, power 5. For a top spin boost ball, I'm using the Season 30 ball, it's power 3. Starting with quarterback 9 plus, blue ring touching the rough on the left at max power 3. Then we switch to APOC and Thornbag, max top spin. 1 bar of top spin boost and 2 bars side spin to the left. Recommended with APOC 6 plus. Then we're going to adjust max plus 0, power 3. Max plus 0, power 3. And because we're only using 2 left spins, we don't want to compromise the top spin boost. I'm going to go with outer wall curl to the left. Perfect ball away here, and this will take us very nicely down the fairway to around 365 yards. Bounces very comfortably, and then we just get a nice roll here around 365, going to be absolutely fine. Thorn, second shot coming up, and I would suggest to play from the min line if you can. If not, if you're a little shorter, push up to get the landing position on the green rather than the fringe, and then use backspin to get the ball guide 1 cup through the hole. Here, with setting up on the minimum distance line, I play min distance, 0 elevation, power 3, pulling over the bullseye. Obviously, if you are pushing up slightly to get your landing spot or to avoid glitches, then you would play rings from min, 1% per ring from min. Still with 0 elevation, power 3 numbers, pulling over the bullseye. As I said, watch out for glitch spots on this green. Apply a little bit of spin or adapt your landing position if you need to circumvent any dead spots. But perfect ball here, got a very, very good chance, and we drop it for a beautiful eagle.
Tough par 3 here, and quite a nasty wind angle. We're going to play an NMT shot here, so don't touch your target until it's time to adjust. We are adding spin first, 1.3 backspin, 2.1 left spin. Now I know those spins are weird, but using NMT, it simplifies the aim, and there's no real references otherwise to aim here on this cliff hole. So that's why I'm using the weird spin amounts. Adjust 1 to 1, so whatever the wind is, those are your number of rings. So 8.2 in wind, we adjust 8.2 in rings. And we go just before circle drop over power just to counteract the headwind here. This is a very tough hole, especially in this wind angle, but you're going to have a very good chance here with this setup. Bouncing comfortably, second bounce on the fringe, and we drop, just glancing the pin for the hole in one. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video.
Now going with the Berserker, and topspin is going to vary depending on wind strength. So anything above 11 miles per hour, I'll be going 0.4 or 0.5 topspin. But if you have lower wind in the 9s, then I'd go near a 1 bar of topspin. 1 bar right spin, stretching out and aiming between the 2 bunkers. APOC 5 plus here, then we're going to adjust max plus 10. I pulled 10 rings first because that's easier, and then I just push the rest because the trees are in the way. So max plus 10, power 5, full overpower, slow needle. Could be an APOC 4 here as well. You would obviously need to push up 7 yards after adjusting. Perfect ball, and this comes in nicely. And if we got the top spin correct, you'll get a nice roll out between 401 and 410 yards. Second shot, we're going to do a white ring pin check with the thorn. So middle of the white ring over the pin. In the video here, that was plus 5. Then we're going to go with 2 backspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. And then we set up here, and you'll see I will zoom in. Ball guide just short of the cup and 1 green square to the left. Important to get that offset correct. Now for plus 5 yards, going to go 58% slider, 25% elevation. Pulling, of course, over the bullseye, which you will need to do anyway. But in low winds, if you do have an adjustment that is less than 5 rings, make sure you pull over the bullseye. Perfect ball here, and we've dialed this one in nicely, and we're going to drop this one beautifully for an albatross. So a great opportunity there on hole 9.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.